Welcome to my living room. Today I'm gonna work on this place and kinda, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Give it a little facelift. I've been putting this off for, since we moved in. I've been waiting for our couches to come in. We moved in November. The couches were supposed to be here in November. It's a long story, but finally our couches came in. If you can see, there's 2 of them. They actually look very similar to our last couches, except for these are not 15 years old and completely crusted over. But I did take a clip of what our old couches looked like in this space. Like I said, very similar until you get up close and personal to them. Those are actually currently in our garage. I mean, can you see a difference? I think I have a picture of what we posted for like free, come pick it up. And then this, you can definitely tell, looks much nicer. So now that the couches are in, I feel like I can finally start on the rest of the room. This is literally what you see when you walk in the front door. So it's the first impression, you know? Well, technically second impression because the porch is it doesn't matter. Okay, so things on my to-do list today: declutter this, also trying to get rid of this. Can you believe nobody wants it? I can't understand why. We loved this piece when we initially got it. We thought it was lovely. We no longer want it, so hoping to find a good home for it. But inside, really, it's like, I don't need any of that stuff. You know what I mean? What is up there? Who knows? The candles, oh, come on. Yes, please. I'll be keeping all of that stuff. We've got some of our wedding books and stuff back there, and then more candles. I have a slight candle obsession, but it's fine. Everyone has their thing. I don't really collect anything else. Okay, down here, I honestly don't know what's down here, aside from Alex's pride and joy. The problem is I have a lot of these knickknacks that I just can't seem to get rid of. I've got that emotional attachment. Same thing up here. Like, what is this mess? All these snow globes, these are sentimental too. Just don't really have the space for them, you know? And then arts and crafts and learning supplies. And that's pretty much it. I don't know what this is. And what I'm most excited about doing is this beautiful chest. On one side it's a chest, on one side it is drawers. I got it for $30 on Facebook Marketplace forever ago. It is like great quality. I love it so much, but I'm going to refinish it, flip it. I don't know, you guys, I've never done anything like this in my life, so we're gonna do it together. I don't know what that is. And I got some new pictures to put on this wall because I couldn't find anything else to put up there. I got a new olive tree. You guys saw me put that together in a recent vlog, and I did grab some new pictures and picture frames. So I already put that there. That one used to be there. And then I changed this one out as well. Cute, right? It only took almost a year for me to print out our family photos. It's no big deal. Oh, and I have this one over here. So here's a good look on the table. As you can see, it gives off a lot of red tones, which is not what I'm loving. Also, like, it's in need of some love. So you might be asking, okay, you're getting rid of this entertainment stand. What are you going to use to replace it? Well, I thought you'd never ask. Because you saw that I found something at Home Goods a few weeks ago, maybe just a week or so ago. I don't know, what day is it? Because I thought they were out of stock on the one at Costco. Well, turns out Costco had the one I wanted all along. So Alex and I took a trip to Costco and picked it up. Bonus, I'm pretty sure it's fully assembled in here, so that should be nice. Okay, first things first, let's get everything out of this cabinet so we can, I don't know, bring it to the resell, bring it somewhere. What's that store? The Restore. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Okay, I grabbed a box And hopefully I fill this up with all the pieces of crap that collect dust in here, all the knickknacks, all the things I no longer want or need in my life. This is hard because I decluttered this not too long ago. This is a toy. Also, this chest is filled with like little toys because Meredith, you know? Like, I like this. This was like the first faux plant that I ever bought, and I thought, this is great. I can get rid of this 2020 ornament. Boom! Already on a roll. These were a wedding gift, but we never used them. But maybe if I have a console here and some floating shelves, maybe? So I guess I'll keep some knickknacks around to like decorate. I don't know, I'm not good at decorating. Oh, this is leftover from Valentine's Day. So far, I'm not getting rid of much. Here's a picture. Here's a picture. Here's another picture. I like these pictures. I guess I'll keep them somewhere else. I can put them in my closet, but that's where things go to die. You know what I mean? How? All right, I'll keep the pictures and I'll get rid of the frame. Like, what if Avelina or Eleanor like this frame? That's why I have a problem. Okay, I'm gonna make a frame tile and then the kids can go through it and take what they want. Oh, this is from Italy. Benvenuti. Oh, this is also from our wedding. But as you can see, it didn't stand the test of time. Look at that. Good as new, but I'm gonna get rid of it. Babe Ruth. Oh, this frame. Jeez Louise. I got this from the Lob for an arm and a stinking leg. It just like fell apart. So I'm gonna get rid of this one too, but I'll keep the picture. Maybe I won't. It is stuck to the glass. Okay, bye. Oh, here's a scrapbook. I can put that with my other scrapbook. Okay, all these Jim Shore cats. Like this doesn't, it's missing the princess. Kim, why am I holding on to this? I don't know. Oh, cute. This was a Mother's Day gift. I love it. Oh, some shelf bookends. All right. Farewell. Well, this was a bust. You want to scroll down memory lane? That's Salad Fingers and Chuck Norris. My mom got me this set when I was a teenager. It's from Party Light. Like, this is the kind of stuff I wanted when I was 12. And it's a beautiful set, but, you know, I'm never gonna see that picture again, so bye. That's me in my prom dress, by the way. Yes, it's a wedding dress. And just like that, we've made a mess. Moving on to this cabinet. I don't wanna. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna take everything out.
It felt really good getting into this cabinet and getting everything out of it because honestly, it just became a dumping ground for us to store stuff that like we didn't really need and didn't really ever use or look at. Do you know what I mean? Like we could barely see anything inside of the shelving anyway. Like when the doors are closed and you're far away from it. And when I say far, I mean like a foot away. You can't really tell what's inside. So I don't know. It's like pros and cons. Pro, it was a great place to store crap. Con, it's storing crap. You know what I mean? Aside from these candles, which I realized as I was taking out and bringing them all into my bedroom, I thought, wow, I have an abundance of candles. I don't even burn candles every day. I just open the cabinet every now and then and smell them. And it brings me joy. Half of them are like, well, most of them are DW candles, which I enjoy because they're affordable and they smell really great. I do burn them, just not like constantly, you know? Anyway, some of them are like the fun candles, like dinner roll or popcorn. So I just enjoy that. Oh, and I found my wedding book. Not that it was lost, but that's a scrapbook that I put together. And that's another thing. All the scrapbooks were in here. No one ever browses through them or really looks at them because they were hidden in these cabinets. No one's going to like open your cabinets to look through. You know what I mean? So I have been thinking, oh, maybe I can get some floating shelves. And you'll see when the living room is complete. I didn't end up doing that, but in the future, I might do that. By the way, this frame, it used to have an emblem on the left. As you can tell, nothing's there anymore. But it said like United States Air Force or something. I've had it since Alex and I were married 15 years. So That was broken. Don't know why I was hanging on to that for so long. I think in my head I was like, oh, maybe I'll fix it one day. No, Kim, you won't, because I don't even know where the emblem is. Also, kids, right? Granola bars, what the heck? Well, gotta taste test it. Still good. That's all I can say about that. Finish that. Don't let food go to waste. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so these are the rest of my Shutterfly books. And I was singing memories all alone in the moon. Cats? Anybody? Anybody? I hope so. It feels good to like get it out of the cabinet and know that the cabinet will not be here for much longer. But now I'm overwhelmed with all of this stuff that was in the cabinet, not knowing where to put it. I did get rid of a lot of it, donated it. Actually, it's in a box to be donated in my living room. So if I do end up getting the floating shelves on the side, and you'll see at the end, and you can chime in there whether or not you think it's a good idea, I'll decorate it with some of the pieces that I had, but I definitely got rid of a lot.
Okay, oh my gosh, what year is it? That took forever to clear out. Mostly like finding spaces for the things, and really it's just all over the place right now. Some stuff is in my room, some stuff is in the dining room. The snow globes, I think I'm gonna keep in, we have a corner cabinet, but the TV console that we're bringing in does have storage as well, so I'll be able to put some stuff in there, like our Shutterfly scrapbooks. Or maybe I will do some floating shelves and display the scrapbooks, because in our last house when we had them displayed, people looked through them, and now they don't. So, I don't know, we'll figure it out. I have to wait for Alex to get home so he can disassemble this and help me move this so we can get started on our DIY project, but we're moving along. I'm exhausted. And if you were wondering, this is my donate pile. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. So this is our corner cabinet, but down below we have storage. I actually DIY'd this, like repainted it. I don't know, I had like 20 years worth of wallpaper on there. But I'm just going to tidy this up and then put my snow globes in there, see if they all fit. Well, progress. My donate pile is definitely growing. Okay, got them all in, and I put everything else mostly in the donate pile. I didn't really say, I mean, what was down there, who the heck knows, bunch of junk. And then I threw a couple of them in there so we can enjoy them.
I'm finally throwing these mats into these frames, and I had no idea how difficult it was to find a mat to mat a, what is this, a 20 by 16 photo into a 24 by whatever frame this, whatever frame, 18 or something. I don't know. But I finally found some on Amazon. They cost an arm and a leg because they sent me like 40, but that was the only option. So I'm going to have a lot left over, but they look good. Well, it took me a while, but I finally got this cabinet cleared out. In broad daylight, she looks in pretty rough shape. Am I right? But I don't think I showed you before. I mean, I've showed you before, but not today. This side opens up, which is so nice for blanket storage. I realized I don't think I'm gonna be able to take these off. I may be able to take these off. Oh wait, does that have it? I don't know, but these definitely don't. My plan was to spray paint these. It's kind of like, what is a plan? Because I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never done anything like a furniture flip before. So we're gonna go on this journey together. I am gonna paint it. Some people might have opinions about that. That's fine. One of my obsessions for probably almost a year now has been watching furniture flipping videos. Before that it was like cookie decorating, but furniture flipping seems like so much fun, and in my head I thought, I can do this. I can flip I don't know if I can do it. Who the heck knows? But I do know step one is to wash it. I have some Dawn dish soap, warm water. I'm just gonna wipe everything down. And I bought some very special tools because clearly I've never done this before. I went to Lowe's, I went to Home Depot. They had nothing I needed. So I finally went to Amazon and everything came in the same package. I have some sandpaper. I bought a sander. Fancy. I have paint brushes, I have paint, I have glaze, and I have, oh, a top coat, polyacrylic clear
stain or something. And then I got black spray paint for the fixtures. Can I even take these off? I guess I can't. I don't know. I'm gonna do my best. One thing at a time. Yeah, I can't take the fixtures off. Oh my gosh, look at that. Hey-o. So it just unscrewed. There's a little washer. Here's the piece, here's the handle. So I can spray paint these. Well, that's exciting. All right, start the clock, because you know, when you watch these videos of people flipping furniture, you think, oh wow, a 20-minute video. But how long did it actually take them? My guess is like 48 hours. It's gonna take me 48 hours just to get this drawer out. Got it. I may have broken something, but I got it. Oh, I did break something. Oh, I'm the worst.
Oh my word, this project. And you'll see the whole process. But deep breaths, right? All I can tell myself is nothing can make it look worse than what it looks like now. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to look worse. So I was excited to tackle this. And I'm really glad that I did. And I shared some clips on Instagram where a lot of you were saying, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for you to tackle this project since you bought it. And it has been a while, you know, but life gets in the way. And I wish I could do more things like this, but life is busy. And projects like this just fall to the wayside, kind of like my scrapbooking. So I don't know, maybe in the future I'll pick up some more projects. I don't know. I have a lot of project pieces. I have a dresser in the garage. I have a grandfather clock in my dining room. I have Eleanor's dresser. Could use some TLC. So we'll see. Maybe in the future. One at a time.
So just taking the hardware off took 25 minutes. And some of it was like so far crusted on. It's kind of insane. So that was real fun. Also, this screw is stripped, so I still have to work on this. But as for these pieces, like you can see just how far gone they are. So I'm just excited to give this thing some new life, you know? Next step is washing it down.
Also, did you notice on the timestamp that I put on that it said the year was like 1979? Love that. These cameras weren't even around in 1979. No, that made me laugh. But also, I tried to put timestamps in different parts of this video, but every one of them said 11 o'clock. And I was like, okay, that's not helpful. So I'll try to update you on how long everything took me.
Well, while that's drying out there, I figured I'd show you how filthy this water is. Let me try to move the bubbles. Oh, black? That's so cool. Look how gross, what? I clean it all the time, but I've never like, you know, taken hardware off, obviously. Well, it's approximately 700 degrees outside. Even with these fans going, I'm sweating. Good news is they dried really quickly. And I plugged in the sander. I'm pretty sure that's all you have to do. I put on an 80 grit sandpaper. From what my understanding is, you start with a low number, 80, and then you go higher. So I bought 80 grit and then 120. Not that I'm like staining the wood or bringing it down. I just, you know, it's my first time. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna give it a quick, what do they call it? Dusting? A quick raw sand. I don't know, the word escapes me at the moment, but it's just when you go over it so the paint can adhere to it. And really the type of paint I bought, you don't need to sand, but I'm going to, because I got it. All right, how do we work this puppy? Where's the on switch? Oh, a scuff sand. Yes, figured it out. Here we go. I just have to pause. This is so exciting. I've been wanting to do this for so long, like do any kind of project with a sander. Woo! I know I could have sanded it by hand, but I hope in the future having a sander will prompt me to do more projects. Oh my gosh, I'm already out of breath. Did I tell you my dad like does woodwork? Oh, this is so cool. All right, back to it. This is all woo, wood, nature.
Okay, so my dad is actually a pilot/flight instructor, but he always did woodwork. Like growing up, he is a busybody. You guys wonder where I get it from. It's genetic, I swear. My siblings and I were like, oh, it's genetic. So he's a busybody, and to, you know, keep him busy, he did woodwork on the side. Like, so growing up, I always saw him do all kinds of projects, and he would actually like make the pieces out of wood. He wasn't big on like painting stuff. He always kept the wood. He would stain it a lot. But anyway, I kept thinking, oh my gosh, if only my dad could see what I'm doing to this poor chest. He would say, oh, it looks great, I'm so proud of you. But in his heart, he's probably like, oh my gosh, please let me teach you better ways. Makes me laugh. But I think in the end, it turned out just fine. And sanding it, I know was unnecessary because I got the chalk paint. I just like, let me test some things out. Okay. Also, I see a lot of people flip furniture and they paint certain sections of it, and then other sections they leave the natural wood, or it's the wood, but then they stain it whatever color. So that's beautiful.
I've made it to the painting phase. Here's the trio I'm going to use, but I'm going to start off with a white paint. This is the one I found on Amazon. It is a chalk paint. It's linen white, easy application. I think I'm going to water it down a little bit or just get a spray bottle and spray. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm going to add water. And don't even ask me about these things, like how the heck do I get these off? Oh Lord, help me. Well, lo and behold, I figured it out. Whoa, white paint. Cannot believe, wow, I'm so impressed.
Okay, so listen, I've watched many a furniture flip, and they normally have like this mister that they use, and I thought, oh, this spray bottle will be good enough, and it was, but I sprayed way too much water. It was like dripping off, and what I should have done, well, I don't know. Hindsight is 20/20. I should have done a million things differently with this piece, but I feel like I could have poured some into a bowl and then just splashed a little bit of water in there. But also, if I did that, I feel like I maybe would have added too much water and then wasted the paint. So, like, pros and cons. You know what I mean? It's my first piece, and I'm giving myself a whole lot of grace. Oh, a whole lot. It's not perfect by any means. And I think the paint that I picked out fit perfectly because it's not supposed to look perfect. You know what I mean? What is perfect anyway? You know? What is normal? It doesn't exist. Not in my world anyway. So I hope you enjoy watching me paint. I'll grab some music for you. And okay, this part, I think I mentioned that it took me about an hour. And okay, I said I was going to get music, but whatever. So I initially kept looking at this chest. I thought, oh, it's just a square box. Like, it won't take that long to do anything with. What was I thinking? I think had I been able to remove the hardware on the sides, I wouldn't have, you know, been trying so hard to paint around it. And what I should have done was just paint over it. You know, if you can see on the sides of the box, there's like hardware, and I couldn't get it off, but you'll see later. Alex does. Oh, yeah, sure. Why not? He just comes right in. He's like, oh, I got that. I'm like, where were you 10 hours ago? So anyway, you see, I'm like trying my best, like work around it. I should have just painted straight over that crap, but I didn't. And that's life. And the reason why you add a little bit of water to the chalk paint is to make sure that, I don't know, there's not a bunch of streaks in it, but honestly, it wouldn't even have mattered with my piece. So I don't know. I guess it just makes it go on a little bit smoother. There's that. And this is what one coat looks like on there. Oh, it leaves much to be desired. Am I right? I almost forgot. I went in with a 120 grit sandpaper round. And this was probably completely unnecessary. But I told you guys. I was going all out. I just want to make sure that, you know, this piece is nice, and I don't know, nice is subjective. And then I'm throwing on a second coat. I did not film the whole part of me putting on the second coat, but I did film just one, just this top layer, so you could visually see how impactful a second coat is.
Well, let me tell you something right now. I have reached the point in this project where I feel like I'm done. It took me an hour just to do one coat. I have to do a second coat. Sanding, I think, helped a little bit, but and then we have the, how am I not even close to being done? Avelina has an entrepreneur fair, so I'm gonna rally up the kids, get dressed, clean up a little bit, go there, and then when I come back, I'm gonna maybe have some kind of new energy to finish this. So fingers crossed, it's gonna look great in the end. I hope. Okay, I finally have 2 coats on. Oh my gosh, what year is it? Okay, now I'm gonna put on this chalked, aged glaze, decorative glazed. It's gonna give it a nice antique look. Really, I'm just going for like a wood look. I don't know. That fan crazy loud. Ooh, oh, nah, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna give this a whirl. Okay, it says to brush on and then wipe off. Oh gosh, was this a mistake?
You're making it brown?
I guess I am making it brown.
brown on it?
I don't know, man. Am I supposed to wipe this? Oh gosh, that looks worse. Wait, does it look worse? I don't know. No, I think I need a different kind of brush. All right, well, can't make it any worse. I think I need like a bristle brush or something, like a broom, like an old, I don't know. This isn't working out. Okay, you know what? Upon further investigation, it actually doesn't look so bad. But I am gonna try with a paper towel. Let's see if that changes the look at all. I went in to get some water, and Meredith decided to finish without me. Okay, great.
Well, you gotta love kids, and I will tell you, the next day, I think it was the next day? I don't know, what is time? Oh gosh, this brush, what was I thinking? Why didn't anyone stop me? Listen, all you have to do with this varnish or whatever the heck, glaze, is just keep brushing it. Just use a brush and just keep brushing it, and it looks good. But in my mind, I thought I needed like a certain brush. So I pulled out one of my cleaning brushes with really rough bristles, but it like scraped all the way to the bottom. Man, let me tell you, I made a million mistakes on this, but it is my first piece. So it's like, whatever. You know, the kids are gonna roughhouse on it. It's fine. Okay, back to my original story was when I was telling you the next day, like Meredith spilled over, well, she wasn't spilled, she was painting, okay? She was being an artist. But someone, and I don't know who, found their way to the garage and dumped out the whole container of white chalkboard paint or chalk paint, the linen white, the whole container. I guess Alex found it and he put it in the trash, but then like there was a whole puddle of paint on the floor, on our garage floor, and I thought, oh, it's gonna ruin our garage floor. Hey, guess what? I got it all up, and it's probably the cleanest spot in our garage floor now because it all came up. I was just so surprised. See how it looks now? And I did go around with, I think I had a paper towel, and I just, smudged some spaces I thought needed it. But honestly, I didn't even need a paper towel or any microfiber cloth or anything to rub it down with. I just kept splashing my brush around. You swoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Like stepmom, And I really like how the paint turned out. My vision was like a lighter wood without putting in the time and effort to sand everything down. It's like the lazy man's light wood. I was thinking like driftwood and light and airy and no red undertones, So I really like the way that this came out, the color of it. Initially, this was not my first pick of paint, of like the gloss top, whatever that is, varnish or glaze. I don't know. See, I don't know anything. But I couldn't find the other one. and this one was next best in line, so says Google. So that's what I did. I'm also spray painting the hardware black.
So aside from a few hiccups, I quite enjoy the way that it turned out. The top of this doesn't look so great. When I used the brush, it went all the way down. It took all the white off. It's okay, you know. It's my first piece. It's not meant to be perfect. But it does look, it looks. I started cleaning off the paint that was on the hardware that I couldn't get off. And Alex said, oh, I can get it off for you. So he's just like pulling the nails out. Yeah, but how are you gonna get the corner thing off?
It just comes right off.
Show me.
Okay.
Wow. That sucks. I wish I would have known that 10 hours ago.
What do you do now?
I don't know. Try to paint over that? I don't know.
Did you sand that?
Okay, so I'm up. It's really early in the morning. Everyone else is sleeping, and I just couldn't sleep knowing that it looked like this. We did get the hardware off. You guys saw that, and I painted it. And I thought, oh, maybe I don't have to paint this because I'm just putting the hardware right back on. Well, it looks terrible. Let me grab a piece, like so. And this one might not look that bad. I thought, you know what? Let me just sand them. So that's what I did. I sanded it, and I'm going to start to like make it all cohesive. So I'm putting the white paint on, and then I'll put the glaze on, and then the top coats. So while I'm waiting for this to dry, I went over all of them. I mean, some of them look better than others, but I think we can all agree that they look better than what they did before. Well, maybe, I don't know. But I figured I would take this lovely piece. It's our side table. We used to have a matching side table. I redid this, if you can believe that, I don't know, years and years ago. Clearly, I did not put a top coat on it because the one top coat that I had before was, I don't know, it made it yellow after like a day. Clearly, I didn't buy the right one. Had bad advice from someone. And so I just left it. So I'm gonna clean this thing up and paint it the same color as that. I think that'll be nice, right? Okay, I didn't do a full coat all around. I like touched it up. Most of it looked okay. It looks good enough. Now I'm going to put the glaze on. A new day and slightly more progress has been made. This morning at 7:30 I got up. Oh, I think I got a couple clips of that on my phone. Okay, so I put on, I'm trying to look for it, 3 coats of this polyacrylic crystal clear top coat. And I think it's time to put the hardware back on, finally. But I am in kind of a limbo here because I think we're waiting for someone to pick up the entertainment system. It's been posted forever. I just want it out of the house. No one wants it, please. But I think we found a taker, so I don't know. But all the hardware is spray painted black, and I think I'm just gonna pop it on. 3 coats, is that enough? I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. It's good enough, right? The problem is I have to wait so long between coats, and I just don't want to. And here's the table. It's not, I mean, it's okay from far away. It's like, don't look too close, you know what I mean? But they do match, so there's something. It'll definitely be interesting to see what it looks like all put together. And I, for one, am pumped. I feel like it's really hard to see the true colors of this. I really think the hardware is gonna make it nice. Oh boy, I don't know how to put this washer in. Oh, there it goes. Oh, okay. Oh, I think I got it. All right, well, I just have to do that about 700 more times. Don't worry, I have bike shorts on. Totally fine. Ooh! Wow. Oh, wow. Look at that. All right, moving on. Don't look at the tan lines on my feet.
Okay, another thing I would have done differently is get painter's tape So the edges would have looked a lot nicer. And in my defense, I thought we had painter's tape at the house. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I didn't use it clearly. And, you know, it's like, whatever. It's my first piece and everything. So I'm just letting it go. I didn't feel like running to the store. I didn't feel like waiting another day or two, ordering it from Amazon or anything. So I just said, if I don't start this thing now, I'm never going to do it. So with or without painter's tape, look at that. We just look at that. Alex is putting the corner hardware pieces back on. Yeah, we had a lot of problems with this like ledge. I thought, did we break it? Oh my gosh, is this all for nothing? All these thoughts are running through my head, but Alex came up with the idea of just putting one side on at a time. And then the pressure of the screws would like connect the lever or whatever. I don't like the piece that, you know, lifts up like a toy chest kind of thing. So it worked, which is great. So that I was happy because if he wasn't there, I would have just been frustrated and been like, oh my gosh, this piece is broken. Throw it in the dump. But I'm glad he was there because honestly, I was over it. I was like, this is taking so long. It took me forever. This is day 3, I think, or 2? Day 2. I don't know. Hour 100 at this point. I wish I would have kept better track, but I didn't. And, and he wanted me to tell you that when he was hammering these in, to make sure that the black spray paint didn't come off of the nails, we put like a furniture foot slide. Do you know what I mean? Round, like a round piece of soft thing. It's sticky on one side and like soft on the other. You put it on the feet of furniture, like chairs and stuff, so it doesn't ruin stuff. So anyway, we put it on the hammer and that worked out great because it didn't scratch or scuff or do anything like that. So yeah, not that it would have really made much of a difference because, you know, what I had to go back and repaint and stuff. But you know what? We did our best. And that's all we can do. And this is the final product. And hold on, let me grab a before so you can really get a good look at it. So, of course, leaps and bounds, different and better, but also don't look too close because many, many imperfections. But also, good enough.
The time has come for this, way lower. We have to put 4. I took the mirror down that was up there. Well, there's gonna be one on top of that, so I wanna see how high it is. Okay, is that too high? Is that too ridiculous? Avelina, does that look too high? Okay, just kidding. We're not hanging these up yet. We're disassembling this, finally! Finally, it's happened to me. It has served us well. Beautiful piece. It has found a proud new owner. Maybe, I don't believe it.
It's a Facebook maybe.
Yeah, it's a Facebook I'm interested, which basically means, are you still there? All right, so he's got this covered, I think.
Ba-da-da-da, you were my once in a lifetime. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to sing a song. If you know the song I'm trying to sing. Anyway, so happy to say goodbye to this. It's so hard to say goodbye. What's that Boys to Men song? Oh my gosh. So many feelings. I'm so happy we're getting rid of this. Supposedly, someone is coming to pick it up today. Fingers crossed is all I can say. I mean, right now it's in our dining room, just like completely disassembled and just not looking so great. So our couches are also in the garage. If you saw those, I don't know, but they're in there. They're supposed to be picked up tomorrow. We'll see. We'll get this house cleared out and in order eventually. One day at a time. Rome wasn't built in a day. I don't expect our house to come together in one day. This was a total weekend project. And, you know, it's just like one thing at a time. Especially when you have a bunch of kids running around. You can only do so much, you know? So I was so happy to unbox this. I know I got one from Home Goods, but so many of you were saying that the quality of the one at Costco was like superb, supreme, you know, such higher quality, and long term, that's what we want. So I did spend the extra money on this one. It was about double the price. Was it double the price? Not quite, but almost. And man, it hurts, but hopefully we'll have this forever and always, at least 15 years, okay? That seems to be like the lifespan of furniture these days until you get sick of it and move on. I'm not really one to redecorate much, so I don't know. That's good enough for me for the rest of my life. My grandkids will be in there. Oh my gosh, and speaking of kids, look, that's all they need is just a big old box, and they had so much fun in that, tearing it apart, playing in it. Also grab some crayons, markers. They can, you know, do whatever the heck they want. And that kept them busy for quite some time too. So that was a bonus, right? It's always the box that they like. Oh, and Alex and I had the hardest time finding the handles. We were going through all the boxes. Where are the handles? We can't find the handles anywhere. And they were screwed on the inside of the cabinet, which we thought was really creative to like save space. So I don't know, it was whatever. So that's what we're doing now is changing the the pulls, whatever they're called, the handles. And then I decided to start putting some stuff in here, seeing what I can throw in there. And everything was super organized. We'll see how long that lasts. And I didn't have a lot. And then now Alex and I are saying, oh, well, our TV doesn't mount. So it's always been to like get a newer TV. Ours, we didn't realize how old it was until we went to like post it and like on Marketplace, and someone asked, oh, how old is it? It's 2009. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know how long TVs last, but the TV that we have works perfectly fine. And a part of me was like, oh, can't you hang it, or should we just leave it on the console? But he was pretty adamant about getting one that attaches to the wall, which I'm sure looks leaps and bounds better than just having it set on the console, but whatever. And he also wanted a larger one. So you'll see how big he went. I know after we hung it up, he was like, oh, we need a bigger one. I was like, are you nuts? It's so big. I don't know. Maybe I don't care that much, but he does. Now I'm hanging up the picture frames, just a couple of them, and then Alex did the other two this morning. So you'll see a clip at that at the end. So measuring everything and making sure everything was nice and level and right. You guys know I normally hang stuff with thumbtacks. It doesn't leave huge gaping holes in the walls. And it's easy and they don't cost a lot of money, but I did it the right way. I put the drywall thing in, I put a screw in, and this is just two of them. And at first I said, oh my gosh, are they crooked? Crap. I even had a level. I did my best, you guys. And I think they look pretty good. And then Alex, like I said, did the other two on top of that. But yeah, so cute. So Alex just ran to Costco and decided to get a television, because the plan was always to have it hanging on the wall because it just looks nicer that way. And this one, we're unable to hang it. I think, is this the European TV?
No, that European one is no longer.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know why then. But we've had it, I don't even know. But this is the one he picked out. Massive movie theater size, 65 inch. Is that necessary? 65 inches, Alex?
Look how big that wall is. I guarantee you a lot more people would agree with me. Now,
65 inches.
You wanted a little tiny TV here, 32 inches if it was up to you.
32 inches is big enough. By the way, the TVs at Costco apparently are like well, they were on sale when Alex went, or on a really discounted price. I don't even know. It was like the cheapest TV we've ever bought. Actually, that's a lie. In our bedroom, one of Alex's friends suckered him into like, you know, one of those Black Friday deals. And we have gosh, I don't know how big it is, probably 50 inches in our bedroom. And it was $100 on like a Black Friday deal. And he got that 6 years ago, maybe 6. I don't know, somewhere around there. It doesn't really matter. But It looks good. And this was a screaming deal too. It's a smart TV, which is nice. It's what he wanted. So he and one of our neighbors, Doug, awesome guy. He helps us out with so much. And they're mounting the TV, and they had a little trouble because it was uneven, but in the end, they figured it all out. It only took them 4 hours? I don't know, it took them forever, but they did it.
Well, you've made it to the final reveal. Here it is. Everything is complete. 95% of the way. I don't know. Rome wasn't built in a day. We have the rest of our lives to like put finishing touches on this thing. But for the most part, all the big projects are done. The TV's up on the wall. Can you ask for anything more? The thing is painted, the couches are here, there's a rug, pictures, an olive tree. What else do you need? So I'll give you a tour around the place. So couches, we saw those earlier, looking the same. The chest of drawers, beautiful, right? Oh, the matching table back there, I almost forgot about that. Avelina really likes the little details, the finishing touches over there, but now I'm looking at that frame that I got, because before I was like, oh, it's a white table, but now I'm thinking it needs a white frame. All right, I do plan on putting like moss in here. That will come with time. Maybe elevate it a little bit, put it onto something, because it is a very tall olive tree and a very tall pot. But all in all, I'm really liking how this came out. I think it looks great. Is it perfect? No. But is it good enough? Yeah, it is. Look at that. Sweet. I also like how it brightens up the space. The couches are darker. I'll never be like a white on white on white gal, but I like how it just like brightens up the space a little bit. It's a little lighter wood tone, if you will. And then the Costco table gives a little interest with the color. And then the TV, I don't know what it's on right now, but it keeps changing pictures. It feels and looks so much lighter in here because that like humongous dark cabinet is not here. I know what you're thinking about this. What am I supposed to do? I thought about, oh, Alex, should I go out and buy like 2 floating shelves for each side? I'm just not in a rush to like make that decision because I don't know. You can tell me what you think. If I should do that. I don't want to make the space look cluttered, but I also don't know if it looks too bare. I don't know. We'll live with this for a little bit and we can always change our minds. And then over here, Alex helped me. Well, he didn't help me. He did it, most of it. He brought a ladder in here and he hung the top 2. And I really like how this elevates your eye because the ceilings are like gargantuan. I've yet to clean the corners. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But so far I'm really liking how they turned out. Love the pictures inside. I also know what you're thinking. Oh, where's the 5th picture gonna go? I haven't decided yet. I don't know. In the middle, or maybe here where our wedding picture is, I'll just put it right there. By 5th picture, I mean 5th child. We might migrate it to that wall. Don't ask me in a year when I print out a picture, because for now, I might change it too. Like I can put a family picture, a picture of just the kids, picture of just me and Alex, and then another picture, you know what I mean? So plenty of options. I think 4 is nice for that space. That is it. I'm out of breath. But that is it. I hope you guys enjoy the transformation, the facelift, if you will, to this living room. We're enjoying it. It feels a lot nicer in here. For now, anyway, until the kids come out with all their toys. But if you enjoyed it, subscribe, put a little happy in your day. I'll see you next time.